Good morning, my brothers and sisters, and all my friends. We have completed part 7, and this morning we are going to talk about Be the Master of Your Own Life and Destiny, part 8. In this part, we are going to talk about the greatest mystery of the universe. And what is the greatest mystery of the universe? That the universal being which has expressed in the infinite expressions of material creativity, of the material expressions, which we see around here in the universe as sentient beings, infinite sentient beings, infinite material realities, and infinite material associations. So this universal being has expressed on all the levels, all the stations, all over the universe by dividing itself. And this universal being is known as Purusha in the wisdom tradition of India. And it says in wisdom tradition of India, sankalpa mayo Purusha. The Purusha is made of sankalpa. And the closest word in English comes to sankalpa is intention. Your resolution, your intention to perform an action, to create and to bring something out in the material reality. Your intention of co-creation, your intention of bringing something to the material reality. That intention. And sankalpa mayo Purusha. This universal being is made of this creativity, this intention of the creation. And this intention of creation has only one attitude. The most dominant attitude of this intention is universal welfare, all-inclusive universal welfare. And this attitude creates a field so strong, so powerful, that doesn't matter how far, where it is, and how big the field, the area of the field is, it stretches out to the infinity, and it is strong at every point in the space and time, equally strong at every space and time, any point, and it is equally strong. Only thing what differs is the mass, big or small. My dear brothers and sisters, the universe, whole universe, the material universe, is made of this intention, made of this universal welfare attitude. And this field of creation, this field of creativity, universal creativity, is strong as it started, but at any point of infinity, in space and time, it is equally strong. So this Purusha divided into infinite forms, and it kept on till it reached its infinite limits, and then it turned back the ascension, which we call evolution. And the very first moment when the life force, the life principle appeared in the universe, that was the point in space and time when it started ascending back towards the divinity. So this power, the power of intention, the power of resolution, has a parallel example in particle physics, and this parallel example is the God particle field. The God particle field, this force gave mass to every particle in the universe. And what does it mean by giving mass to every particle of the universe? Every particle of the universe became conscious of its own Swarupa, and it said, "This is I am." The time it says, "This is what I am," it acquired the mass. It became the center of the universe, because it is equally good at every point of space and time. And this God particle field has only one intention, the only one attitude, and that is the attitude of universal welfare. My dear friends, as above, so below, and the law of correspondence tells us that we are the microcosmos. Whatever is there in the universe is also within us. If something is not there within us, then it is not out there in the universe. Promise. The great law of correspondence says so. So as below, so above. So by knowing ourselves, we could know the universe. That's the beginning. That's the law on which the whole thing, the science of yoga, operates. The science of knowing thyself operates. So by knowing ourselves, we could know the universe. So whatever is there in the universe is also within us. So the same intention, the same attitude of universal welfare is also within us, the deepest level of our consciousness. So we have to identify this. We have to recognize this, and we have to reaffirm it. And this is our original nature. This is our original nature of the soul. Atma, so Paramatma. The soul is in the image of God. The Atma is in the image of God, Paramatma. So we have all the power and potential available to us, within us. All what we need to do is to trust ourselves. And as we know, the greatest irony with the humanity is that we could trust everybody else, but we never trust ourselves. Good Lord, what a poverty of thought, vision, and dream. If we are ready to trust everybody, somebody says, okay, you have the cold, take this, and we are like a child, trust everyone else. But we never trust ourselves. So the time has come for the humanity to trust ourselves. And as Lord Jesus said, if you could trust, and if you have the trust as much as a seed of mustard, believe me, you could move the mountains. So we have to learn how to trust ourselves. So we have to trust our potential and power within, available with us as the image of God we are. The Atma at the smaller level, and Paramatma, the super consciousness at the greater level of the universe. That is what the God is. So my dear friends, this is our original nature. So we have to explore this power and potential of intention available with us. This great faculty, the deepest consciousness, the deepest human impulse begins with the intention. And once we have the intention of creation, doing anything, believe me, the time we decide to have the resolution and the intention, we become the center of the universe. And then the universe goes around us. We become like what they call the great temple of Swayambhu Nath in Kathmandu. The whole meaning of that temple of Swayambhu Nath is this intention. The one who is firmly rooted in his own nature, firmly rooted in his own image of God. Swayambhu Nath, the great Lord. So once we decide this is available with every human being, every one of us, so believe me, we don't need any prophets around. We don't need these spiritual guides who are pushing the content and keeping us dependent on their opium. We don't need in 21st century, because we are undoing the evolutionary work done by Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha, as we talked yesterday, to begin the wheel, to give a movement to the wheel of dharma, the wheel of seasons, the wheel of sustenance and maintenance, the Sudarshan chakra. Lord Buddha gave the movement to the wheel of dharma by 3 mantras. Buddham saranam gacchami, dharmam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. It's so beautiful, and it is equally good, and it is equally parallel with Brahma Vidya, the Madhu Vidya, and the Gupta Vidya, the Mahajan Vidya. It's exactly the copy of those 3 great evolutionary sciences, the great evolutionary wisdom of the wisdom tradition of India. And then after giving the perpetual movement to the wheel of dharma, the Sudarshan chakra, which we established yesterday in our talk in part 7th, Lord Buddha said, follow your path. I found my truth this way, but you must follow your path. That was the evolutionary work of Lord Buddha. And all these prophets, all these spiritual guides, and all these God-men all around the world, believe me, they are hurting the universe. They are hurting the evolution of the humankind. Because 21st century doesn't need any prophets and any God-man. Because every man, every woman, every child has to realize the great original nature, the image of God. Everyone has to know that they are equally powerful and they have equally the same potential, even not less than any God-man, any spiritual, supposed to be the leaders, but they are just pushing their content and they are just the money-making machines. They are mudra rakshas. Not only the Brahma rakshas, because they are misusing the greatest science of know thyself, the Brahma Vidya, for their own personal gains and glory. So they are Brahma rakshas. But now they are not only Brahma rakshas, but they're in the 21st century, they are mudra rakshas. They are after money and the glory. So they have become the money machines, and they keep you dependent. Their whole method creates the dependence like a drug. So every time you go there, they give you a shot and you feel good. Then after a while you again feel the dependence of that shot. So you have to go to the God-man and get another shot in your arm of the morphine, and you feel so good. That's their drama. They're keeping you dependent on them. They never tell you the truth. As much as Lord Buddha said, I found my way this way, you follow your own path. So that's the path of evolution. And 21st century needs to explore this mystery of the power of intention. The deepest core of the human consciousness begins with the sankalpa Shakti. The power of intention. The power of intention which expressed in the material reality as the God particle field, which gave mass to every particle in the universe. And that mass is the great feeling of knowing yourself and saying, I am this, the Swayambhu Nath. So when we use our sankalpa Shakti, believe me, we become the center of the universe, and the whole universe is waiting to give us all the resources we need for this intention. And as it goes, and it says, the intention creates its own fulfillment. So whatever intention you have in your life, whatever goal you decide, believe me, I promise you that the whole universe is waiting for you with open arms to provide you with all the resources you need to achieve and attain that goal of life, the earth mission you need here. That's the promise of the whole universe, and that is the reason the whole material universe is existing around us, waiting for us to tell the universe, this is my intention, this is my goal, this is my earth mission, and I'm going to achieve it. The time when we say, I'm going to achieve it, do or die, then the whole universe will come around and offer you all the resources you need to complete and achieve and attain that great goal of the earth mission you need. That's the greatest mystery. And this is greatest magic. All what you need to do is to evaluate yourself, your own earth mission, and say, this is what I want, and I want to do here. And this is my evolutionary work I perform. All will be given to you. All what you need to do is just tell yourself and use this power, the deepest power of human consciousness, the sankalpa Shakti. Sankalpa mayo maya Purusha. The great universal being is made of sankalpa, the intention, the power of intention. And that's the greatest mystery. Thank you very much, and have a very, very beautiful day, my brothers and sisters.